But if I listen to my cycle and I spend that time in menstrual visioning and listening and receiving and hearing and getting rid of the junk, right? Decluttering, quite literally physically, but also mentally, but decluttering the business as well. What's good, what's working, what's not, and honing in on what we should do next, what people want, what seems to be coming up, and then going, okay, well, we can make a freebie for that in no time. So let's put that together. So it really became this thing where it's like, okay, well, in follicular and ovulation, when my tech skills are highest, when my verbal skills are highest, when my ability to think things through quickly and effectively is peak, then I can put together a nice freebie funnel in half a day's work. And so the last 2 years, so not this year, but the two previous years, I've been tracking my hours meticulously. And I am this year too, but I just don't have the results because I'm not done yet. But the previous 2 years, I averaged 22 hours a week. And I did a Kickstarter, which brought in over $10,000 both years. I did a summit with Your Beautiful Face and other amazing speakers. I did period coaching school where we go through together for about a year. I did webinars. I wrote a book. We created the year before. We made a whole deck of cards for period cycle stuff. I look at how much I get done in a year. And then I look at my hours, and it's insane how little time it takes to get all that done while working and seeing clients and all those things. So yeah, it blew my mind to realize I was basically doing more than what most people do. But even so, like, let's just say it's a normal business, but in half the time. And that was when I went, oh yeah, this is really, this works. This works really well.
I mean, and that's what I always so wish people, I could just wish you could just like deposit that understanding into people because we're so raised in the other perspective. Well, I'm going to have to work hard at some level, right? But the reality is that if you're working smarter with our cycle, then we don't have like kind of the backlash of not working with our cycle. We don't have all of these negative things that are pulling from us. And then we are at our superpower during the time that we are doing it. And it looks completely different and it feels energizing, even, right? Because it's not like you're depleting your resources, you're working with them and then they exponentially give to whatever's next. So you also have more time and energy to make a healthy meal. You have more time and energy to sit down and really have a clear mind when you meditate. You have like, it's a lot, it's just exponentially giving.
Huge. It's huge. And every time, and I'm not going to say that I don't have moments where I'm like, okay, well, that just means that you have more time that you could be getting more done, right? There are definitely days where I go, it's usually that deep luteal phase that's you're not doing enough. And if you're only working 22 hours a week, that means that there's 18 hours you could be working and that you're not doing. And that little brain goes through. But then I go, yeah, but I have really pleasant periods now. I can lay in bed and relax. I'm not in pain. It's not bad. It's not suffering. It's actually quite chill and relaxed and enjoyable. And I don't work 22 hours a week. I kind of don't work in that deep luteal menstrual phase. And then I show up for more hours in follicular and ovulation when I'm feeling good and strong and excited about working. So it's not like it's, a daily structure in that way. It's definitely a monthly structure where it's work 3 weeks out of every 4, more or less in that way.